All right, hey everybody, back with another news feed for you. And again, keep in mind the reason you're not seeing me down here in the corner on these right now is because we have no power. We are still dealing with that hurricane and we're going to be out of power. It's going to be a total time of about 10 days. We'll have no power by the time this is all said and done. So I'm doing this on a laptop. I don't have my full workstation open, but starting this one off here. If you got a Honda vehicle, and it has this sensor on the front of this thing. They're telling you, this guy here on TikTok and through the Daily Dot, I like the Daily Dot here, it gives you this little weird information not many people think about, but apparently these little Honda sensor covers that are sensor units right here that are on the front of your car, they're being stolen like crazy because they cost about they're worth $800, $500, $800, and people are stealing them. So this guy's telling you, take a flathead screwdriver everywhere you go and pop your sensor off to keep it from getting stolen. Pretty crazy. I can't believe this is what the world has come to. They say radar, it's a radar, and it can cost anywhere from $500 to $800. And on top of that, about $250 in labor, according to Car Forum Just Answer, to get it done. And they are also doing you can also get a lock. Okay, it says right here, put a lock on it. You can buy just about anything online, including a car sensor lock for $55. This might not fully deter a thief, especially carrying a screwdriver, but it might discourage someone looking at a quick hit job. I have no idea. Do we even get the option to click on that? Let's look at this thing. Let's pop this up for a second. My curiosity is piqued. Let's look and see what it's on Amazon. So it's this thing here. So basically it's going to go over the front of your sensor like that, and it's going to lock it somehow, I guess. I have no idea if this thing would be legit or what it's going to do or how. I have no clue that would help you in this case. But anyway, this is the world we live in, where people will steal this. And we also live in a world where this stupid part costs $500 to $800. Okay, that's the biggest crime of all. Rather than people stealing it is the fact that they're charging you that much to replace this part. Moving on from there, right here, we go into 10 trucks with the most torque ever sold in the U.S. See, these lists are legit because they're fact-based, unlike some of the ones I did in another video here about the best off-road trucks. If you haven't seen this one, make sure you're not drinking or eating anything when you watch it because you'll be laughing completely and you'll spit out whatever you're drinking. So, but this one, based in fact. So let's see what they are. 2025 Ram coming in at 620 foot-pounds at number 10. Okay, and we got the Ford Raptor R coming in at 640 foot-pounds. Now, people don't... a lot of people don't know this, many of you do, but torque is very important. It's way different than horsepower. Horsepower is a speed-based type of a thing, where torque is the power that you feel. Torque is what throws you back in your seat. Torque is what, in a truck, torque is what gives you that power. Torque is power. So the more torque you have in a truck, the more power you have in a truck. The more you feel it, then the more work it can do. So torque is very important number to a truck. In a car, torque doesn't matter that much. They're all zippy, whiny, horsepower, get her done kind of thing. But in a truck, power comes from torque. Next one on our list, number 8, 650, is the TRX 1500. So look at that, though. We got 650, 640, and then the Ram EV. So these are all 600-ish. They're pretty close to each other so far. Here, when we get into Lightning, you're jumping up pretty big to 775. And then we go to the Tesla Cybertruck at 864. We know the new Jeep Recon is coming out and is supposed to have 800. It's not a truck though, but the Silverado 3500 HD. Okay, 975 foot-pounds of torque. Now you're really getting somewhere. Now you're feeling some serious power. But notice these trucks are built to work. Torque matters. This truck here is not built to work. Okay, this is built for speed and power, speed and fun factor. So you can see where the heavy emphasis of torque comes into play here in trucks that are meant to do some actual work. Ram 3500, okay, 1,075 foot-pounds of torque, or pound-feet of torque. But the Rivian, look at this electric beast right here, 1198. Number 2, the Hummer coming in right here, 1,200 foot-pounds, or pound-feet, either way you want to say it. What is number 1? The Ford 450 Super Duty coming in at 1,200 pound-feet of torque out of the 6.7 high output Power Stroke diesel. Pretty impressive. So there's your torque numbers. There's your torque monsters, the big dogs that are on a list here for you if that's what you're looking for. Moving on from here, this one from Wards. I love Wards. A lot of great information comes from Wards. Trucks see winds of change. So, it says right here, Toyota Tundra shows market share gains, but rumors of compact car comeback don't hold water. So take a look at this from the Toyota aspect. A relative newcomer to the light truck segment is cutting into the long-term top sellers leads, while the car segment compacts also show some strengths, but recently, blah, 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 right here. But the Toyota Tundra comes in 4th place. Okay, they're saying right here, Chevy Silverado, Ford F-Series, they take the first 3 spots. And then you got Tundra coming in 4th place. But they're saying here, too, that the Tundra did not take anything away from Chevy or Ford. They've always been there. It says right here, if there's one brand Chevy and Ford need to take serious, it's Toyota. Okay, it says right here, though, one of the advantages of Tundra and accidentally is that the 22 model is a huge step forward. It can't necessarily do everything domestics can, but it's a huge step forward. The Tundra has 15.2% of the full-size half-ton pickup truck market in second quarter of 2024, up from 13.7 in the first quarter and 11.6 in the fourth quarter of 2023. But the Tundra is not taking market share from the Silverado and the F-Series, which is our number one, the 3 that are ahead of it. They're not moving them. They have held the top 3 have held their spots at 28.9 and 26.9 respectively for the second quarter, up slightly for the Silverado, down slightly for the F-Series. Both have hovered around these levels for the past few years. So Toyota is not doing anything to Chevy buyers and Ford buyers. Nothing. Okay, Ford buyers are still buying Ford. Chevy buyers are still buying Chevy. Toyota, though, is going up. How is Toyota going up? They're going up because of this. The Tundra has reached record shares almost completely at the expense of Ram. Ram full-size half-ton market share in the second quarter was 10.1% down from 14.2 in the first quarter of 2024 and 17.4 in the fourth quarter of 23. Silverado and F-Series, a strong brand loyalty. They will keep their spots. They're not going to move. But Ram has dropped so much that Toyota has picked up that slack because of the Ram pricing and what they've done with them, and the Tundra is making up for that. But everybody thinks that Tundra is, oh my God, it's going to be the fastest, best-selling. It's not selling. It's never going to touch Chevy, and it's never going to touch Ford. And the only reason that Tundra is doing good is because Ram is doing bad. So it's pretty interesting when you look at that and think about it. The rest of this article goes on to talk about here real quick how cars are only making up, compact cars they only make up 7.39% of the total market. That's pretty crazy, but that's up from the fourth quarter of 2023 at 6.61. It's amazing when we spend so much time pushing these little compact EVs in little cars and all these little, these little compact cars that are out there and all this stuff that keeps getting pushed. Everybody loves the Camry and the Corolla and the Civic. Okay, they're awesome cars and everybody talks about how great they are. They only make up between 6.61 and 7.39% of the total market of vehicles out there. I find that very interesting, pretty crazy. So they're going up a smidge, but they're not going to make any major difference. The sedan is like a manual transmission. They're a thing of the past these days, for the most part. So anyway, your thoughts down below. Let me know what you're thinking. Thanks for watching.